How did the wash sector, the professionals, respond to this initial idea? No subsidies. I mean, what kind of reaction did you get from the wash community?
I think initially there was huge resistance, I must say. The wash professionals, because it was again, I was talking something which was completely new, and hardly anyone was prepared to accept that one. They said, Kamal, what are you saying? No subsidy, no toilet, no money. Can they build it? They can't do it. They couldn't imagine that people could still do a lot. And when, the simple question of breaking the fecal oral contamination is what? Safe confinement of human excreta from human contact, that's sanitation. You could do it for $5 with no money, or $5,000 may not be enough. You could do a whole wide range of things. But these people, the professionals, they couldn't realize that they can do it first, and they need support. They don't know the technology. That was the blocking factor. So there was huge resistance initially. But gradually when it started changing, and when they started watching and observing the impact on health, because which probably they didn't look at that much, because it was more engineering driven, and infrastructure driven kind of a thing, and ideas and concept. But it started drifting from there to behavior change, to the public good versus individual good, and then participatory technology development using local knowledge and local ideas is all new. So that was the point, and then they started agreeing to it. But certainly from the institutions, from the professionals, huge resistance in the initial stage.
There was more resistance, don't you think, to the no subsidies argument than to the triggering. Mm-hmm. I mean, my sense even today, you've changed the sector in terms of the acceptance of the idea of triggering behavioral change. Yeah. But there's still a lot of debate on subsidies. I mean, why do you think that is?
Yes. See, it is again, bringing it. I mean, this brings us back to that understanding. They need money. They need support for a particular thing which we prescribe from outside for them, which is the best solution. I mean, fair enough. But the subsidy question, that can you give it today? If you give them the real good toilet, the so-called nice toilet and everything, are they prepared to use it? That's the question from where the subsidy question comes. It's not no subsidy or subsidy. It's not yes or no question. Definitely poor people, resource poor people, they need support. But preparing them for the support and bringing the behavior change and preparing them for the support that the government or the NGOs are offering is a process.
How do you think subsidies should be used?
So that's why, I mean, when I say no subsidy, I mean precisely I wanted to say no upfront household subsidy. You see, but once they move up, and today's subsidy, it's all supply driven. When I come to you, I said, Dell, take a toilet, here is a toilet, this and that, whether you need it, you don't need it, or were you understanding, irrespective, you are poor, so here is your support. But you can change it to a demand driven. When you trigger, demand comes up, and then you come and this and that, and gradually they don't wait for anyone, it start moving along. So subsidy, if it is designed, first of all, it's not packaged that only this particular thing and this amount of money has to be given and to a person. So these three things are answered. Then you can use this subsidy money quite a lot. For example, in a different stage of intervention on the sanitation ladder as they are growing up, it could be a support to the community, and let the community decide that who should get it and who should not get it, or it could be some portion of the of the construction process, or it could be not necessarily it has to be always subsidy for infrastructure and individual household. It could be collective, but it could be planned in a different way. Or there are different, experiments that we have done it, that subsidy is given at the source. It's unseen subsidy. In like in India and in many other countries, when you buy a fuel or petrol, it is subsidized at the source. You're paying some money, but you're purchasing that commodity on a subsidized price. It's not seen, but you go there to buy it. So it's a same thing. It could come in sanitation as well, but it's demand driven. It is no longer supply driven. Everything coming to you free.